duty's a wife's wit better. For the producer, Mr. John Baptista Vicar, called Dublin's capital, Congnum Coombe. Even if you are the Cooper of the Winkle over measure, never lost the licence, nor a duck and dunch to valse from bath and breakfast. And for the honour of alcohol, drop that. You know what I come about. I saw your act, air. Punch may be pottle proud, but his duty's a wife's wit better. For the producer, Mr. John Baptista Vicar, caused the deep abuliousness to descend upon the father of truants, and at a side issue, Fruta promptly brought on the scene the cutlet-sized consort, foundling filly of 40-shilling pasta tailor and shipman shopperhoiden, weighing 10 pedal 10, scaling 5 footsie 5, and spanning 37 inchettes round the good companions, 29 ditties round the wishful wastress, 37 also round the answer to everything, 23 of the same round each of the quist separabbits, 14 round the beginning of happiness, and nicely 9 round her shoe for slender. And ere you could pray mercy to goodness, or help with your hokey or mahokey poo, Gallus' hen has collared her pullets. That's where they have Aurelia's for. Their bone of contention, flesh to their thorns, pressed as prestissima, makes off in a tinkling, and not one hen only, nor two hens neither, but every blessed Bridget came a-clucking and a-clacking, while rum, the ram of all harns, beer, wine, spirituosen for consumption on the premises, advocat without entreaters, mass, marit, pass, pulit, ras, ruddest of all, though flammy festoon from gallanty floors, is hued and cried of each his colour. Home, all go, home. Blare no more rams blares, oddman barks, and cease your fumings, kindle bushes, and sherry goldies yacing nays, your wild shore show moves swiftly sternward, for here the holy language, soon's to come, to pause. 'Tis good, at best, for they are now tearing, that is tear-tortoning. Too soon are coming pass books, and goody hominy bread, and Bible bee with jaggery yo and juju jaw, finds French phrases from the grammaire de grammaire, and bother parsnaps from the four massors, Matatias, Marasias, Lucanias, Jocanias, and what happened to our 11 in 32 antiphal stating the vulgar, and why is limbo, where is he, and what are the sound waves saying? Cease, there they all weighed wrong, and amnis anguish axis collis, and where fishing a man fetched the manga fish from, and what for Paddy-bird not tease Rancoon, and why was Sindat sitting on his sit-bomb like a sailor, with what the dock did in the Doyle, not to mention define the hydraulics of common salt, and its denier creed of old Provence, where GPO is centrum and DUTC are radiance, write down by the frequency of the scores and crores of your refractions, the valuations in the price of dingings on NCR and SCR. That little cloud in the Gulissa still hangs the sky. Sing-a-bed sulks before slumber. Light at night has an Alps on his druff-house. Thick head and thin butter, or after you with me. Caspy, but Gerald stings the air. Gay legs to right of us, galax to left. What is a maid today to do? So angel and all weeping been, that Izzy most unhappy is. Fay Nessie, fie unhappy? Laughs her Stella's whispering. While running about their ways, going and coming, now a rimba-rumba, now in pretties at trapezer, treating a pattern grand geomatron showed them of grace hoppers, and skippers and coney farm lepers. They jeerled along, Durian Gay and Marion Maidcap, Lou Daryu beside La Matieto. All boy, more all girl, sing out fella along a house belong store huddy. Whilst nin, 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 that boorman's clock, winning on the tinny side, nin, 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 about old Father Barley, how he got up of a morning early, and he met with the platinum blondes named Hips and Haws, and fell in with the fellows of Trinity. Some had discovered Shaws, like, you'll catch it, don't fret, Mrs. Tommy Lupton. Come indoors, scoffy nosy, and shed your swank. Or Daddy Deacon, who could stow well his place of beacon, but he never could hold his kerosene's candle to. The nurse'll give it to you, sticky tots. And you wait, my lasso, fecking the twine. Bold Farmer Burley, who woke up in a hurly-whirly, where he huddly could waddle to wallow his wag-tailed bag of the baker's booth to beg of. You're well hell now, Missy Shakespeare, and your panto's off. Fie, for shame, Ruth Wheataker, after all the booth said. Il diddy Aiken, for the price of a piece of bacon, with a pinch of the panch of the punch and juries for, crab eyes, I have you, showing off to the world with that gape in your stocking. Old Forrester Farley, who in the aspiration of the aspiration of the aspiration of his desperation, was found of the round of the sound of the lound of the lookador and Donandor Skewy Lucy Fermoy Potter, Turi Sui Sverna Borton, Spot Hawkins, Croyd Ver Kapakapuk. By all. Up loud, the play thou show burst, game here ended. The curtain drops by deep request. Up louder remain. Gun the gods, gunners gust spells. When the hitch, who the hue, how the hue, where the hewer. Orbiter answers. Lots, lives, lost. Ionia is fed up with Fitch Pudgesons. Sealand snores. Rending rocks, rogues, reckoning rains. Goods with gurs are bulls. The timid hearts of words all exe omno sunt. Manat yan, lamilelu. How do that come? By dad, you'd not heed that far. Fulgitude's aegis row down on Tanyawat. Quack. And bunk sliduro. Chidouche. Of their fear they broke. They ate wind, they fled. Where they ate, there they fled. Of their fear they fled. They broke away. Go to, let us extol Azrael with our harks by our brews on our jamses in his gates. To Methuselah with the Nephilim did its dinkins dud. Yip, yop, yara. And let Neculon extol Macmuckle, and let him say unto him, Imi Anisemi, and shall not Babel be with Labab? And he war. And he shall open his mouth and answer, I hear, O Ismael, how thy Lord is only as my load is one. If Neculon shall be heavenfold, surely Mackle, haven heavens, go to, let us extol Mackle. Yea, let us exceedingly extol. Though you have lion among your pospots, my excellency is over Ismael. Great is him whom is over Ismael, and he shall make a neck of Macnaculon. And he did. Up louder remain again. For the clearer of the air from on high has spoken in Tumbledum Tambledam to his Timbledum Tumbledum world, and Mogophenoised by that phenomenon. The inhabitants of the earth have terror rumbled from firmament unto fundament, and from Tweedledee-dums down to Tweedledee-dees. Loud hear us, loud graciously hear us. Now have thy children entered into their habitations, the nation glad, camp meeting over to Shinnet, God be thanked. Thou hast closed the portals of the habitations of thy children, and thou hast set thy guards thereby, even guarded Didymus and guarded Domus. But thy children may read in the book of the opening of the mind to light, and err not in the darkness, which is the afterthought of thy no matter, by the guardians of those guards, which are thy bowmen, the cheery boyum cheery both, with the kerry bombers in their croupies, pray your prayers, Timothy, and back to bunk Tom. Till tree from tree, tree among trees, tree over tree, becomes stone to stone, stone between stones, stone under stone forever. O loud, hear the we beseech of each of these thy unlitten ones, grant sleep in hour's time, O loud, that they take no chill, that they do mean no murder, that they shall not go meet Madhauyatres. Loud, heap miseries upon us, yet entwine our arts with laughter's low. Ha, he, hi, ho, hoo, mum, mum. Narrator's note. In July 1939, after the publication of The Wake, Joyce wrote to his friend Frank Budgeon that the following chapter has been found the most difficult to read by the critics, and yet, quote, the technique here is a reproduction of a schoolboy's and schoolgirl's old class book, complete with marginalia by the twins, who change sides at half-time, footnotes by the girl, who doesn't, a Euclid diagram, funny drawings, etc. It was like that in Ur of the Chaldees too, I dare say. End of quote. The text here is printed in a narrower format than usual to leave space in the margins for comments by the twins. Those on the left are in italics, those on the right in capital letters. At the foot of each page are Issy's numbered footnotes. In order to avoid doing violent harm to the understanding of the text, the usual cumbersome formula signalling the commencement and finish of every note will not be used. Instead, I shall endeavour to make clear vocally when this happens, and read the number which starts each of Issy's comments. The notes in capital letters fall invariably at the beginning of a paragraph, which makes things easier, but the italics and Issy's notes are usually found within sentences and will be read where they occur. I shall indicate where the twins change sides. End of narrator's note. Unde et ubi. As we there are, where are we? Are we there from tom to tot to t to tom totalitarian? T to oo. With his broad and hairy face to Ireland a disgrace. Sick. Whom will comes over, who to caps ever, and how else do we hook our hike to find that pint of porter place? Am shot, says the guard. 1. Ravish, quoth with her garlic tongue. If old Herod with the Cornwell's eczema was to go for me like he does Snuffler or whatever about his blue canaries, I'd do 9 months for his beaver beard. Imaginable itinerary through the particular universal. Whence? Quick lunch by our left, wheel to where? Mainly about Peebles. Long Livia's Lane, mid-mezzo Fantimal, diagonizing Lavatory Square, up Tycho Brahe Crescent to Mater Mary Mussery Cordial at the Dripping Nipples Milk Sphere arrangement, shouldering Barclay Alley, where fixing Gainsborough Carfax under Guido d'Arezzo's gateway. Don't retch neat fat sort lard sinks down and out. By New Livia's Lane, till where we wild while we withered. Old Vico Round Point. But far be fear, a natural, simple, slavish filial. The marriage of mountain wetting his mull, we know, like any enthusiast coupling a hoiden. 3. Real life behind the floodlights, as shown by the best exponents of a royal divorce. In her rougy, gypsy-like chinkamings, Pulsh and Jupy Jade, and her pitsy blues, indecked of violets. 1. When we play dress grown up at Alaluda Poker, you'll be hacknessized to feel how fetching I can look in clingarounds. When who was whist was where, an elf at jail, and the whir of the winds humming us how. His home. Hence taking tides we happily return, trumpeted by prawns, and ensigned with sea kale, to be finding ourselves when all is said in one, and make her mates with maid, oh my, having conned the cones, and meditated the mule, and pondered the pencils, and ogled the Olymp, and delighted in her Dianaphus, and cachinnated behind his colossus, before a mausoleum. Swine it hard, ye Damon Barber! Length without breadth of him, a chump of the Evans, offshoot of picnic, or stupor out of supper, cave of kids, or Himanian Gladstoneberg, Dennery, Donnery, Dum, who, digging in the rubbish, entiringly as he continues highly fictional, tumulus under his chthonic exterior, with plain Mr. Tumulty, ungummy old Andrew, Cromwell beeswax in the convulsion box, in mufti life, 2. Kellywick Longfellow's Lodgings, House of Commons, Street, Cakewalk, Amusing Avenue, Salthill, County Mahogany, Isoland, Terra Firma. In his anticipiances, as in his recognizances, is Dominic Directus, a many-feast munificent more mob than man. Constitution of the constitutionable as constitutional. Ain soft 3, group name for grape juice, this upright one, with that naughty beside him zeroing. To see in his horoscope he is more curious than salts of sulphur. Terror of the noon struck by day, cryptogram of each nightly bridal. But to speak broken heaven talk, is he? Who is he? Whose is he? Why is he? How much is he? Which is he? When is he? Where is he? For? Dings header burglars and sorrow porche. How is he? And what the Decans is there about him, anyway, the decent man? Easy, calm your haste, approach to read our passage. Proba possible prolegomena to ideal history. This bridge is upper, cross. Thus come to castle, knock 1. Yes, if Smerton Merman answered from his belying place below the type mark, go to hell. A password, thanks. Yes, Pierce. Well, all be done. Oh, really? 2. Oh, either cool in the side, then east outdoors he fits what a trouser. Swing the banjo, bantams, bounce the ballers, blown to fook. Who caved in earthlight at first crack of thunder? 3. A good rid croven in a tin water tub, when shoe his flutter by was netted and named. 4. Apis amat aram, luna legit librum, pull up headed pasqua. The sight near left me eyes when I seen her put down to tail pot. Erna crusher requiestrus wake 'em, and let Lux pure splutter all loose at his. 5. And after then to shoot the shades. The house as wise fool ages builded. So be 6. Says Mr. Mary Aikenhead to beautify Tommy Talbot. Gnosis of pre-create determination. Agnosis of post-create determinism. Staple ring to tether to, stepping stone to mount by, as the boats at Pickardstown. Fartenwoods. And that skimmelk steed still in the ground loft. As overall, or be these wing sets leaned to the outwalls, beast skin trophies of booth of balls, the balsam boards. 7. Beg, to go to beg, and be sure to remind her beg. Good beg, buggy beg. Burials, the barry who raised. So let Bagazine call, in. Tickets for the tail waggers terrier puppy rattle. Where? The babbers ply the pen, the bibbers rang the den, the paprika and the publican is turning 10 to 10. From seldomers that most frequented, that same erst-crafty hake-mouth, which under the assumed name of Ignotus Luckwar, of foggy old harangued belly-hooting fish drunks on their favourite stamping ground, from a father Theobald or Brick. 1. Hunter and Plumer's animal alphabites, the first in the word from Ab to Zo. And Egyptus, the incense strobe, the Cyrus heard of him, and Major A. Shaw, Mars speaking, after he got the minor smell pecks, and old white man himself, the blighty blotchy, beyond the bays, hope of Ostrogothic and Ottomanic faith converters, despair of Pandemia's post-mortem plastic surgeons. But is was all so long ago. Hispano-Cathayan Duke sign, Castilian Emiratic Hebridean, Espanol Cymric Hellenic, Smith no home, Rolf the Ganger, Rough the Gangster, not a feature alike on the face, the same. 2. We don't hear the booming cursowaries, we won't fear the fletches of frightening, we float the Mediterranean and come back to the isle we love in spice. Punt. Pastimes are pastimes. Now let bygones be bygones. Sa ladies, ere it in this working garden, mine born, and it will need older wives 3, and this once golden be a Chimodoro, since primal made altar in garden of Eden. The tasks above are as the flasks below, said the emerald canticle of Hermes, and all's loath and please a stir. Non quad sed quiat, are we told, on excellent inquartal authority, sola systemized, serial cosmically, in a more and more almightily expanding universe under one, there is rhymeless reason to believe, original sun. Securely judges orb terrestrial. 4. And he is a gay Lotharius anyway, sinobile, you can tell by their extraordinary clothes. How certo ergo. But, O felicitous culpability, here say in paradox lust, sweet bad cess to you for an archetype. Archaic zelotivia, and the odium teleologicum. Honor commercios energy, yet aid the leatless proud, the plurable with everybody, and ech with pal, this ernst of all